And folks, that's going to be it for the analysis side. So I'm going to go over to the forum, try to knock out some of those questions real quick, and let's do that now. Okay, I got a question posted by our moderator. Why not answering questions more often? No, he didn't ask that. He better not ask that. Maybe losing his status. I'm sorry, folks. We've had such a really, really nice day, and it's been such an emotional drain lately. It's been hard for me to be happy about anything. So I'm just on a really, really good sugar rush today. Everything's been going nice, so that means the devil's probably going to come after me this week. So I'm probably going to lose every one of my trades. So don't piggyback anything I do. Disclosure's been made now. The mention by SQA is there's this big space over here, and you should be seeing a space up here. At some point, and I'm waiting for it to be approved through Google AdSense, you folks are not paying me anymore, but to support the tools and resources that I use to continue your education and your service with me without having to ask you for another penny, because I said you would never have to pay me again. Unfortunately, you're going to have to endure this little area over here with Google Ads. Okay. Now you can get mad and say, "Oh, this is ridiculous," but it's either that or I ask you to pay $45 to $50 a year each, and it covers the cost. Okay. You can either absorb it by looking at it or just pay no attention to it. Okay. It is what it is. It's to support the infrastructure on this, so I don't have to pay out of my pocket, and I have to do that because I don't have an end in mind with this. I got a question by one of the members, how long is this thing going to be up? I don't want to take it down. I like our relationship. I like the fact that you know how I think from a technical standpoint, and it gives me an opportunity to talk freely. Okay, it gives me, if you listen real closely, when I was doing the optimal trade entry primer video, I was really fumbling over myself. Like I'm usually very fluid, and I just allow my stuff with no filter, just to there it is. Except for wanting to cuss one time or here or there. I think I've only dropped blue collar words maybe 2 or 3 times, if I can recall that, during the entire mentorship. But apart from that, I usually don't have a filter. I just let it go. And whatever's in my mind about analysis and whatever I know about concepts, it's been pretty liberal. I've just been laying it out there. I had to do so many edits in that video because of IPTA and PD arrays and the things that I had to take all that stuff out of there. So it was very cumbersome and clumsy of me in that video. I very rarely have a problem spouting off. It's very like a fire hose. Usually just it's in there and you're getting ran over with it. But I was really fumbling because I was trying to make sure I wasn't saying things I wasn't supposed to say. So I got to really be careful when we do live sessions this week coming up, because I got to make sure I do my charts and have my comments in the areas I think that's going to be significant already there, and just be really, it's going to be very stilted. It's going to be fun for you guys because you know what I'm going to be talking about or should be talking about, but it should be absent from the commentary. Hopefully, if I do it right, it shouldn't be there. But I don't know. I got to come up with some outs in case I drop something and turn it into a joke or some kind. All right, so let's go over to. So anyway, just so you guys know, that space is going to be eventually filled in with Google AdSense ads. Okay. Now, please, I know because you guys can see what I have. I have Google AdSense up here as well, which is I'm not Google AdSense. I'm sorry, I have ad blocker on, but I have it turned off for my site. Okay. I'm asking you. I will not be able to tell if you're using ad blocker. Okay, I will know if I'm not seeing any revenue off of it if everyone's doing it. Okay, because I'm not going to load the page down because it allows me up to 3 ads per page. Okay, I'm not trying to bog your system down or slow your experience down, but I don't want to have to pay for anything once I've already given you all the information, and I want to be able to use this resources just as well as you, and be able to use it freely. And you guys won't ever be asked to do anything or ever. Don't pay for this, don't pay for that, because it'll automatically take care of itself. Okay, it's not terribly expensive, but I shouldn't have to go in my pocket to pay for this because I'm basically taking care of you. So it's one way for me to be able to get the revenue out of it and not have, to ever have to ask you, hey, look, let's talk again. I don't ever want to do that. So it's very minimum. It's going to be very easy for you to ignore. I mean, just don't even pay attention to it. But if you start using ad blockers and stuff like that, and I don't cover the cost, I'll just let you know. We'll probably talk about it again. It doesn't mean that I'm closing it down or I'm going to ask for